Hello, my friends. How are ya? How you been? I know it's been a little bit. I had a heavy workload, and with the videos combined with the work, something had to take a back seat, and it had to be my channel. So I took a vacation from the channel. Whoa. Figured I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I hope everybody had a safe New Year. I have been hiking. I have been really closely learning the forest near my house and learning every little trail, every little lean and break. And I have been teaching myself with the help of Josh. This is a little treacherous here, on tracking and what the different animal prints are. I believe that you got to know what's out here with you when you're out in the wilderness up north, anywhere really. I shouldn't just say up in the mountains of New Hampshire, but any mountainous or any wooded or forested area, you should have knowledge of the wildlife that is around you, especially the predators. And so I don't know if you're new to my channel, welcome aboard. I do appreciate it. Me and my nephew have been tracking over the course of about 2 months maybe, or at least a month and a half, a large mountain lion or puma or whatever you want to call it. There's many names for it. Its print is as big as my fist. It's huge, and what I've been learning is that this mountain lion comes around every 4 or 5 days or so. This is part of its its hunting area or what have you, and it comes around every 4 or 5 days. That's when we see old prints, and then there'll be no prints for days, and then we'll come back to an area and we'll see new prints. And we have figured out it kind of must loop somehow and come back into this area every 4 or 5 days or so. Anyways, there's a card that I've been using. It is gorgeous up here, guys. We had snow, then it melted away, then we had more snow, then we had a break in the snow. Now we just have a brand new little half-inch coat of snow on the ground, which I love that in the forest. Being able to see all the different wildlife and little woodland creatures that are around, and you can tell which way they're going, where they've been, stuff like that. But I have this card I want to show you really quickly. Let me pause this. So this is a little card here that has the different footprints on it, different wildlife. Where am I, guys? And it tells you hind leg, front leg. There's more on the back. Why am I having difficulty? So it's different animals of New Hampshire. What they do not have on here, which is funny, is mountain lion tracks. It's kind of a devious move, if you ask me, because they know there's mountain lion up here, but they don't want anybody to know that. I believe for lots of reasons. They don't want to freak people out. That would probably have, along the lines of Sasquatch. People would be, what do you mean there's mountain lion up there? There's so much logging and such going on up there, and people out in the woods camping and hiking, they don't want people to know. Then you'd have animal rights activists and stuff like that saying, wait, there's mountain lion in New Hampshire? Well, we need to study them. What's the population? What are they eating? Are they eating out their food sources? And is it detrimental to the environment? Same thing with Bigfoot. It would raise so many questions. It would have so many people asking too many questions that the government or the powers that be, maybe a branch of government, doesn't want it to be known. My opinion, and I'm sticking right to that. So I haven't been to the site where there's, if you're new to the channel, I have a spot where there's 5 structures have popped up all of a sudden about, I don't know how many months ago. I hiked out here a whole bunch, and there was a little structure. No, the big tall structure was out here, but very thin. I'll show it to you in a minute. All of a sudden, one day I came out here and all these structures popped up. So I decided to do an experiment with marbles. And I left some marbles out here, and wouldn't you know it, a couple days later, two out of the three were gone. Boy, that's beautiful. You guys got to get a view of this. And so I haven't been back here in a couple of weeks now. So I'm taking you guys with me, and we're going to check all this stuff out right now. That is a big moose track right there. Look at the size of that. Big old moose track. Interesting. I still don't think I'm going to be able to cross this river. So here's the first structure that you come to out here, TP structure or forest manipulation. It looks fairly untouched, but I will have to go back and look at some past pictures and check that out. Kind of looks the same. I see some footprints out here. I can tell by the snow, by the fresh coat, that there's been no one out here today. I'll just give you an example. That's an old print. Mine's on the right. You could tell a day anyways. So somebody made their way out there, that way. Here's the other structure. And this looks like some of it might have come down a little bit. Yeah, it looks like maybe it was compromised, structurally compromised. What we got here? What kind of woodland creature is this? This looks like the moose. This could be moose tracks. I'm going to say those are moose tracks. I do not want to run into a moose, thank you very much. I would rather run into a Sasquatch than a moose. Boy, somebody's been walking around quite a bit out here. And the tracks are not from me. Here's another structure. Look at that ominous looking track, huh? Hey, bear. So, contrary to popular belief, guys, they will come out in the wintertime. Me and Josh have found bear tracks out here. Here's the other structure. I absolutely love this structure. This is where my marbles are. I replaced the 3 marbles with 3 more marbles. And then it snowed, so I don't know if they're still under there or not. They very well could be. Really, really cool structure, you guys. I'm sorry about the boredom. For those of you that subscribe and follow my videos, you've seen this 100 times. I always get an eerie feeling of being watched from up on that ridge. Very, very strange. Almost every time I'm out here. Last time I was out here, I saw something run across. It was black and it looked like it was on all 4s. I think it was a bear, but I don't know. But these prints that I'm seeing here, these are moose. I see them going up right here. They really look like moose tracks. I I am out here alone today. I have to admit that I'm getting very used to having a travel partner in Josh. And now to hike alone is different to me. It feels different. I want to say though, right now, I feel pretty comfortable out here. I don't feel threatened at all or anything, at least not yet. I do plan on going up that ridge today. I'm just going to take a walk right up that, right in that area, go up over the ridge, and there is an old logging road up there that travels on the top of that ridge that I want to get a look and see what's up there for prints. I have more marbles on top of this log here. I'm sorry, on top of this boulder, which are covered in snow, and I'm not gonna dig them out. This is what remains of the X I put up. I will check and see if I can cross that river or not. So I have been spending a lot of time on the other side of this river. The past couple of weeks have been spent. I've been learning the other side, learning that part of the forest. And I'm very confident now that I can say I can travel this whole forested area, at least this McCabe forest, confidently and know exactly where I am. I no longer need a compass. I have been traveling out here. Me and Josh must have laid down about the past couple of weeks, probably 20 miles of hiking. A few miles a day, whenever we could. Pardon me, sometimes more than that. So I haven't been out here in a while. Let's take a little walk and have a little chat. Where I can see we've got, I don't know, I hope it comes out on video. We've got quite a worn out little critter trail right here. A lot of stuff going on here. A lot of fox, stuff like that out here, I believe. Fox, fisher cat. Yeah, you can see these. It's hard to see. I don't know. Hopefully it's coming out in the video. A bunch of little game trails for all kinds of stuff. And that just heads off up there, but I want to get up that ridge, so I'm going to make my way up there. The tree bends in this area, a very condensed area, are insane. It's like an artist's canvas right here. There are so many tree bends just in this little consolidated area that it really, to look at it, you've got to think to yourself that it's not natural. This to me is not natural, any of it. And that is my opinion, of course. Just multiple, everywhere, tree bends, leaners. What is really strange about that, all that stuff, I'm through all those bends right now. I just walked through them. And it's a small area, maybe half the size of a basketball court or the size of a tennis court. That's it. And then look all around me, nothing like that. Maybe a bend here and there, but nothing like the craziness that is behind me. And it's just in that consolidated area, right near the teepee structures and all the leans. I can't explain it. It's not natural. Then I don't, and of course I'm guessing. I don't know if Mother Nature had a big party right here and just decided to throw a downburst or something. I don't know, but it just seems so unnatural. All right, I'm going to start making my way up. It's what's really sneaky about this forest is it's kind of in a valley, and so there's a lot of water that builds up, little melting snow and rain, and everything kind of runs off down through the valleys in this area. And then it'll ice over, and then it'll snow. And then as you're walking, you don't even realize it, but you're walking on a marsh or a swamp area, and your foot will fall through, and next thing you know, your foot's soaking wet, or you're up to your knee, or hopefully you're not falling right through. That hasn't happened to me yet. I have had my leg fall through before. And what appears to be solid ground, it's just ice with water underneath it. So it'll scare the crap right out of you. See, this is kind of an area here where this looks like it's wet to me. I mean, I can obviously... Like, this is all swamp area right here. So, I'm going to kind of hope for the best and just kind of navigate my way through. And oh, little rabbit tracks, little woodland rabbits. All right, settle down, Dave. Ooh, I made it across whatever that little thing was. Oh, coyote tracks. All right, I got to pay attention here going up the ridge. Let's see what's over the horizon here. So I don't know how you can tell in the video, but right here, this is my eye line. And this is the first time I've kind of tried this, coming up and stopping and kind of sneaking up over this ridge, because then it drops down again and there's another little swampy area valley down there. And this is like just the very top, an old logging road. And I thought maybe I could catch some woodland creatures, or a fox or a bear, coyote, maybe even a Sam Squamch having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Where the heck did that trail go? There used to be well, I'm sure it's still here. It was like a little trail. I don't see a darn thing now. There was like a logging road here. Ah, okay, here's a little path. Okay. I think I'm on the old logging road right now. Yes, I am. You can kind of see a little clearing. And at one time, this was a logging road. That's new to me. I'm seeing some new X's. That's new. I haven't yet to see that before. That's pretty cool. I have never seen that yet, and I've been up here many, many a time, so that looks fairly new, or I just didn't see it. But I doubt it's something that I just didn't see, because I am really keep my eyes out for that. Let's get a little closer to that. Wow, that's new, and I would have seen that. Yeah, that's brandy new, or at least, I don't know, I would have noticed that, I believe. So I'm kind of posted up here in a little sitting spot. I like to sit up here. And it's kind of a good vantage point for the area. But, so when I lived in southeastern Massachusetts, I started my research there, or my exploration there of the area. And I was of the belief that in the wintertime, snowfall in particular, right, that they would disappear from the lowlands, so to speak, and go up north. And I would hike around and I would see no prints whatsoever. And I have found what I believe to be Sasquatch prints in the snow as well as the mud in southeastern Massachusetts. And I would find nothing. Once I found two prints, two small, what I believe to be juvenile prints, in the snow on a foot trail mixed in with a bunch of other hikers and mountain bikers, and it looked like it accidentally stepped off of the trail trying to mix its footprints in. Potentially, I don't know this for sure, but I thought, well, maybe they come up north, right, and they use the higher terrain mountains of northern, in my case, northern New England, to stay so their tracks can't be found as easily. So since I've moved up north now, I came up here and I am researching or exploring this area now with all the snowfall. Nothing at all. And it is not for lack of trying, because believe me, I go everywhere. I'm trying. I'm hiking all over creation up here. And I mean, I find some cool stuff still, some cool stick leans and tree leans, X's, bends, all of that stuff. Some heavy footfalls I've heard in the distance. But since the snowfall, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting any of that. So, I mean, do they completely retreat up into the higher elevation? Granted, right now, where I'm at, for instance, the area of New Hampshire, I'm in kind of a valley, so I'm not quite up into elevation, like way up, but still, I'm up north, and I thought it's still high ground, in my opinion, and I thought maybe I would spot more, I'd see more. And so for right now, my conclusion on that is they're not leaving tracks. As recently as a month ago or whatever, a few weeks ago, down by one of these structures, I found what looked like two small juvenile prints standing up against a tree. It looked like it was standing behind a tree. The tracks, I'm saying, on the ground were facing a tree, okay? Almost like it was standing behind the tree, watching from behind. And of course, my opinion. But since then, since the snowfall, nothing, aside from me spotting what I thought maybe could have been a bear or something up on this ridge that I'm standing on right now. I haven't heard wood knocks. Strange feelings here and there, but could be my mind playing tricks on me. So I don't know about that, about Bigfoot heading up into the mountains during the winter up here in the Northeast. I don't know if that's valid or not. I guess I have to go higher. I guess I gotta go higher, I guess. So I'm gonna kind of sit here and do some listening, and I'll see what I hear. I'm gonna kind of sit here and relax. I am solo. So it's a little bit more hairy because of the mountain lion tracks and the bear tracks that I found up here. So I get a little sketched out, but hey, I'm all right. There hasn't been a bear mauling or a mountain lion attack up here in many, many, many moons. So I figure the odds are in my favor. So this here is a prime example of something I see often out in the forest, whether it be Massachusetts or New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont. This leans right up tight against the tree. Really cool lean. It did not grow there. This is just a branch of some sort that has just been placed here. Somebody please explain how that would get there like that, other than somebody placing it there. All right, so I just made my way back. Got some more snow coming. Nice light snow. I don't know what we're supposed to get for accumulation. Up here in New Hampshire, it just seems to like to snow all the time, so which I love it. I'm not complaining. But I'm going to start making my way back. Probably about an hour out. I thought I had heard something about 15 minutes ago, and I was hiking, and I could kind of hear it in the distance coming from the swamp area. And there's a lot of moose tracks around here lately. So I kind of want to hightail. I want to get out of here. Whatever I'm packing is not big enough for a moose that's going to come and attack me. They're not the smartest of animals, but they're ginormously huge. And they could kill me easily. Like I said, I don't have the firepower to, and I don't want to either. I don't want to harm a single little woodland creature. So I'm going to give it its own wide berth. I haven't heard it in a little bit now, but just anyways, I'm going to give it its space, because that's what I think it is. I'm coming through the swamp, and it's headed towards my direction. So I'm going to head in. Luckily, it's not in the direction I have to travel to get out of here. So I'm going to start making my way back. Well, I was going to follow my own trail out of here, but I seem to have lost my own track. That was my plan. I know where I'm at. I just feel like I'm gonna take the long way, it seems, I think. Oh, I can hear the road. I can hear the road in the distance. It's absolutely beautiful out. It's cold, but it's winter, and that is to be expected. I dressed for the occasion, so I'm comfortable. Well, I was going to follow my own trail out of here, but I seem to have lost my own track. That was my plan. I know where I'm at. I just feel like I'm gonna take the long way, it seems, I think. Oh, I can hear the road. I can hear the road in the distance. It's absolutely beautiful out. It's cold, but it's winter, and that is to be expected. I dressed for the occasion, so I'm comfortable.